Time to unbox the Dynam Tucano. Let's do it. Welcome everybody back to the channel. It's Brendan again here at Just Plain Crazy, and thanks for joining me again for another episode down in the lair. So in front of me on the bench from Dynam, this is their Tucano. This is brought to you by FPVbuildsrc.com. Link down in the description below. If you're looking for a very budget-friendly line of planes, the Dynam series could just be for you. We're going to unbox it. We're going to go through it. We're going to fly it. I'm going to give you my opinion, and I ask that you go down to the link below. Go check them out. So if you are into FPV stuff, gear, flying, that type of thing, you'll find a lot of that there. If you're into rock crawlers, Estes rockets, and a nice selection of Dynam airplanes, that's the guy you want to go see. So do me a favor, click that link below. But without further ado, let's get rolling on this thing. So we are going to go ahead and let's pop this box off. Nice box, nice picture on the front. We like to see how well everything is boxed up. Make sure that we don't have any damage, anything like that. Everything on the inside here looks really good. So we're going to get our handy dandy X-Acto knife and we're going to start ripping and tearing into here. Now, this plane is 1,250 millimeters, so basically like 1.3 meters. All right, so 49, yep, 49-inch wingspan on this plane. It is going to come with a 11x7 prop in there, a 50 amp ESC. We are going to have, I guess we're going to pop the fuselage out here right out of gate. Let's prop this foam up there so you guys can see into there. All right, now that you guys are propped up there, it looks like the first thing we are going to pull out is going to be the tail. So 9-gram servos, I think it was 9 of these all the way around, Metal Gear 9-gram servos. So the first thing we're going to go ahead and pull out here is going to be the horizontal stabilizer. This plane is going to sport 9-gram Metal Gear servos. So this is designed to have everything like not glue, screw it into place, quick assembly time. So paint on here looks pretty good, fit and finish. We will see how everything goes in that way. It is a live hinge in there. So again, Blenderm tape in the inside will be your friend on the bottom. All right. Looks like they do have carbon spar reinforcements there. Get that out. Now we're going to go ahead and pull the whole fuse out. That will be the next thing on the docket. Get rid of that bag. Go ahead and get this cut open. This is a reboxing video now. How do you like that? Again, 50 amp ESC in this, XT60 connectors, LED lights. This is going to be a 4S power system. 2600 4S is what is recommended. So got some decent weight up here in the front with the motor. Decals on this are going to be water slide decals, which is nice because you don't have a bunch of that extra big sticker that will yellow or anything on you. Looks like the servos are actually screwed into place, which is nice. The paint job on it looks pretty good, pretty clean. Got some scale features there like the turboprop exhaust. You got a pilot there on the inside. Underneath you get a good look at that ESC right there and the wiring. So we'll pop off the lid here in a minute. We'll check that out. So one of the small things like we take notice to, again, not a big deal. It's a full model. We got the rescue sticker on upside down. It looks like this one is right on this side, but I don't know if maybe somebody just took one off of another model. Unfortunately, didn't realize the direction or whatever. Small things. I'm not losing sleep over that one. You could take it off if it bothers you with, that's right, water. So let's take these boxes out. Let's get rid of this big box. So one of the things that we take note to, like what steps were taken to try and preserve the model and making the voyage. They didn't pack too much in each box, right? So we have a vertical and a rudder. We have our 3-blade 11.7 prop. Throw the garbage out the way. So there's that thing. Nice little touch. So the rudder on this one has regular hinges. So right now it looks like there is a little bit like we're going to have to work it. Looks like the edge is catching right there, but a little bit of rounding that down and that will be fine. But this has regular hinges in it. They're not foam hinges there, which is kind of nice. Paint scheme, again, fairly consistent. Paint quality looks good. You got water slide decals. You got a spot for your control horn on the inside of there. And again, screws to fasten this together so we don't have really any gluing. See what's in this box. This one we have ordnance and doodads. Get rid of that. Take a picture for the Facebook page. All right, let's go ahead and open these up. Very lightweight foam. We'll see how those clip in. It looks like just a click-in attachment system, and they are marked left and right, so that's kind of nice. Trash. Didn't make it off the bench. Now it did. We have another set of, looks like missile launcher cone assemblies. Don't know the technical name for those. Right and left sides. Nice and marked. And then we have spinner, a couple covers, Y harness. We have something for the LED nav lights that are in this. Screws and some foam tack glue. Control horns and rods and extra screws. So we got doodads. Those are off to the side. So this has to be the wings, obviously. So let's go ahead and take a look at the wings. Okay. And again, I really like here how layers of protection on this stuff. Good paint quality. LED nav lights there, landing light, nav light. Hinges, this is 6-channel, so you are going to have flaps, ailerons, elevators, rudder, and landing gear. And the landing gear is an upgraded landing gear in this, electric retracts. So I'll be curious to see how those hold up in grass. I've had quite a few Dynam models over the year, and they've held up okay. Again, budget-friendly planes. So it's all about what your expectation is. It's not a $3,000 model, but looks like a nice model you can take and fly around anywhere, fly around your yard, at home, as long as you got a remote ID module, right? So we'll take out that other wing there, carbon spar. Picture. All right. So we have 2 carbon spars. Those are kind of your standard. Let's take the next one out and see how everything looks here. And I think, like, as I've done Dynam models over the years, like, I've seen the quality improve. Again, depends what your expectations are and what you pay for a model, but I think the price is right on these things. If you guys go down to the link below, you'll find the description there, but go check them out for yourself. And maybe if this model doesn't appeal to you, they have a different type of foam model there that will. They have a lot of different foam models, and like I said, if you're into rockets or anything else, crawlers, that'd be the place to go. So again, live hinges, blender and tape could be your friend in the long term, but they'll work just fine. Ball link pivots. the standard kind of tape over all the wiring harnesses to cover those up. They already have pre-installed lights and retracts, so there's not a lot here, guys, for assembly that we're going to have to do. All right, let's take a look at the instructions and see how those fare out. So it looks on quick notice, quick look, they do give you ways to program the ESC, which is nice. So if you need that, they will walk you through that, what the beeps mean and everything else. So they give you a little bit of information on how to set the Skylord ESC. And then when it comes down to it, you get a packing list, nice color printout, which is pretty cool. Most times you don't get color. And then if we flip it over to the English side, this quick reference, they're going to give us throws, elevator, aileron, and rudder. They give us the CG marks, quick, easy to find, the parts reference, where everything gets hooked up to the receiver on the inside. I guess depending on which one you're going to use, they're referencing one of theirs, the D-trim line. But yeah, otherwise, decal layout is already on there. So really this is going to be fairly simple, quick. They give you the instructions for the screws, nice color, easy to understand diagram. So 6 steps. I think we ought to get this thing together pretty quick. So let's go ahead and just pop off the canopy while we're here. And let's take a quick look and see what that looks like. So that's really, really interesting for a release latch assembly because it almost pivots back. It doesn't like slide back. So different. Yeah, so that's really interesting. It's almost like a 2-stage latch. It's the first time that I've ever seen one of these. So at first it just gives you a pivot and then you slide the whole thing back. So I guess in case something bumps it, that's kind of neat. It's different. First time I've seen that. So very interesting though, but definitely looks like it's designed to work that way. Nice. So again, XT60 connector. It looks like we have a control module here for lights and landing gear. Looks pretty clean in the inside with laser cut ply. All right, and there's a good look on the inside, the laser cut ply base for that, for your battery tray and everything else. But nice cover for the landing gear. I don't know if that'll come open or not. We'll have to power that up. But yeah, business end. So let's get this thing kind of spread out. Let's do a once over. Let's get to assembling this bad boy and let's get it to the field. All right, so let's get a up close and personal look. Again, I guess we can start with directions. Nice color directions, easy to find information. It's not bogged down. Horizontals, live hinge, carbon supports, quick fasten system in there. So we'll work that as we put it on, make sure that that's nice and loose. And like I said, blend Durham tape. Here, live hinge. A little bit, we'll rough them edges up right there. You could probably even just take your thumb and just work them like that. That would be just fine. See that, how much better that is? That's like ridiculously easy for a fix. On the inside, module for gear and LED nav and landing lights. You got the Dynam engraving there, laser engraving in the laser cut tray. They already got straps in there for your battery, 4S2600. Here's that latching system that I talked about. So there you could see the pivot and then the slide, pivot and slide. So it's kind of different. All right. Wings, you have top and bottom. So we have the LED lights. Again, these aren't uni lights. I don't expect them to be uni lights, but it's kind of cool. They put something in there. Harness is already done. Paint finish looks really good on those top and bottom. They already have the pre-installed servos, all 9 grams. 9 of these has retracts, redesigned retracts. We have a couple scale features, the exhaust. We have the little guy on the inside. We got some removable pylons, so if you don't want the drag, they don't weigh anything. They're like next to no weight. But if you don't want the drag, you can pop them off. Carbon spars, 11x7 prop. And then here's your bag of doodads. So with that being said, let's get out of here. Well, everybody, there you have it. That is the unboxing of this Dynam Tucano. Now, again, this is brought to you by fpvbuildsrc.com. Link down in the description below. The Dynam Tucano is a 1.3 meter, 49 inch 4S plane. 50 amp ESC, retracts, flaps. You're going to need a 6-channel radio, and you're going to need a 4S 2600 battery. But budget friendly model. I'm excited to get this thing thrown together. It shouldn't take but an hour or so, and we're going to get it out to the field and do the Maiden. So before you start to crucify me already in the comments, I know we're still waiting for an extra to be Maiden and a Corsair, but again, we just got back from Dayton, Ohio. I hope that I saw you there and you said hello, and thanks for doing so. But the weather in Pennsylvania is rough, and today again we have a wind warning. We are at home. Would have been a great day to fly, but Mother Nature is just bipolar, and that's just the way it goes. So we take advantage of getting to do cool projects like this for great people. I've done podcasts with the owner, Anthony, before. Had a chance to hang out with him over at Toledo. Absolutely great people, so definitely worth checking out their site if you're interested in Estes rockets, the Dynam line of foam aircraft, or if you're into FPV or rock crawlers, things of that nature. Do me a favor, hop on over there and check them out. Again, link down in the description below. We're going to put some pictures up on Facebook, and then as we Maiden this, we're going to have a day of just Maidens. It's coming, so I know that already. But again, I'm Brendan. This is Just Plain Crazy. You guys are just plain crazy for always hanging out and watching. I do appreciate every one of you. Don't forget to check out our Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok official Just Plain Crazy pages. We're always sharing different media across all of those. So with that being said, smash that thumbs up button. It helps us out a lot. If you're going to hit one of these, you have to give me 2 of those, okay, for sure. Like, share, subscribe, guys. It helps the channel grow. If you're not sharing, people don't know what we're doing here. We love to share tips, tricks, insight on normal hobbyist type of stuff, and I really enjoy doing that. And we have such a wide variety of things that we cover. So I do appreciate you guys for all stopping in and checking things out, but we have to get to work, so I got to get out of here. So with that being said, I wish you guys happy flights. Peace out.